It is a brisk night in the Midwest as we bring you football from Paul Brown Stadium in the Queen City, Cincinnati, Ohio. This crowd loves their orange and black. The scene just a short time ago, they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football as the Bengals get set to do battle with Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Joe Mixon, the ball carrier.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
5 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. That's complete to John Ross. And he's brought down after a very nice game. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Mixon with a first down carry. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
6-yard line.
There to make the tackle, Steven Nelson.
2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later. Let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down. But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Here we go. 198. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
And they're going to go jet sweep here. This is Ross with it. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Now after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. On 2nd down, Burrow. He's got a man, and that's Alex Erickson. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 7 yards there and a first down. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Burrow once again here on 2nd and 10. He's got it. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. C.J. Uzomah, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive. Now, these are not going to be easy on a cold, snowy night, but this one is up and through.
It's the score, Bengals 7, Steelers 0.
Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. To return, it's Cam Sutton. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. Anthony McFarland, his first carry of the ball game. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender, and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
They'll run here with McFarland. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Steeler 1st down.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 47. On the give, this is McFarland. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Steelers.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball. The intended receiver there, the rookie Chase Claypool. But it's going to be 2nd down.
They certainly have the right read on that one. The weak spot in a cover 2 defense, right down the middle because it really stresses the safeties. And they're going to be a little bit frustrated they weren't able to connect on that one.
On 2nd down, McFarland. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
One of the best around, Big Geno Atkins there on the stop, an 8-time Pro Bowler, including each of the last 6 seasons.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a 1st. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He'll take a shot for the end zone. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
Well, I know defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited about what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on 2nd and 3rd down here.
They'll try to run it. This is Connor. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They'll look to run with Connor. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. James Conner, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. He was able to escape the pocket and get out of bounds. You like the decision-making?
I love the decision-making, and I love the execution because you just know that his eyes were darting all over the place. Now they talk about keeping your head on a swivel, looking for the danger spots where the hits are going to come from. How about him getting all he could out of that run and then getting out of bounds?
And he told us, look, I'm a rookie. I'm waiting for the game to slow down, but it seems like he's processing things pretty well.
He certainly is. He's slowing the game down himself with his actions.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, here's Burrow 1st down. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. C.J. Uzomah with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And the lead is up to 8. Sutton now to return. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change, a quarterback, running back, tight end, it doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
2nd and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Pittsburgh.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up, They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Like 20.
After one, 14-6 our score on EA Sports.
14, Steelers 6.
Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 22-yard line. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Steelers first down.
Play action. Now Roethlisberger. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Coverage there by Von Bell.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Second and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it's going to be third down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Again, it's Roethlisberger. Able to hit his target, Claypool. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Like 20.
To throw again is Roethlisberger. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. Touchdown. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
That's your boy Old Mo. You said momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. McFarland running out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Roethlisberger. He sets to fire deep. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Good. The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 7-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, are you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
And a yard.
On second down, here's Burrow. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time, and it's third and short.
Third down.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Well, first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
So far this season, this is an offense that's proved its ability to move the football. I mean, they're in the top 5 in the NFL and picking up first downs, and they get the conversion here. And I think a lot of that is due to how they win on first and second down, because that leaves them third and short, third and manageable. A lot easier to pick them up then, isn't it?
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. And he'll be taken down by the face mask, it appeared. And, yes, out come the flags. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. First and 10. Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he's taken down inside the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
First down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Switch. Check 43.
They'll run on first down. Mixon, and he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It was Bud Dupree fighting through and making the tackle. Still 15 yards to go, second down.
198. Watch 98. 98's the mic. It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day. Kill.
And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. He'll get 2 yards back, but it's going to leave him with a long 3rd and 13.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Now Joe Burrow on 3rd and long. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, instead of fourth down after the incompletion, it'll be first down, roughing the passer.
Coaches love their defenses to be aggressive, but they want them to be smart as well. Have to leave the quarterback alone at a certain point.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. They're passing here. Joe Burrow on the screen. Bernard. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
The Steelers' 10-yard line.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. His pass caught at the 4. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
At the 2-yard line.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for the Pro Bowl wideout Keenan Allen there, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
Check, nickel, nickel, nickel. Check, check, check. Safe.
Mixon trying to punch it in. And that play's not going to get him in as he stopped right at about the line of scrimmage. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Here's Mixon, and he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity.
And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. That pick six extending this lead even further. Boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out and start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
The score.
Point after, right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though. When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Dobbs looking to throw on first down. And nearly intercepted. That would have been a hat trick, his third pick of the game. Instead, second down.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
To throw again. Dobbs. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
To throw on third down. Dobbs. Open man. Smith-Schuster. It's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 44-yard line. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down. He's going to air one out. This is caught inside the 15. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Now we're first and 10 at the 11.
24 is the mic. Get him.
Here's Dobbs to throw. Ebron caught left side. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
Complete to
Eric Ebron.
Touchdown.
As the first half is winding down. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Returning it, John Ross. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, not too many breaks ahead according to the radar. More snow on the horizon as we are back underway in half number 2. Sutton now to return. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Let's go, defense. Out time. It's out time. 57's the mark. Rock 57.
They begin the drive with McFarland. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
A gain of 12. First down, Pittsburgh.
On the ground, it's McFarland. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
The ball carrier.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Devin Bush, the linebacker, was the one there in pass coverage.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger point. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
And since they still have 10 yards to go, they'll just say, let's roll this over to third down and decline it.
Let's just be honest about it. If you can't get them off the field on 3rd and 10, then something's wrong with your defense anyway. No sense in taking that penalty.
On third down, Burrow. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Watch 98. Watch 98. 98's the mark. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
They'll give it to Mixon. And he bowls his way into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown. Joe Mixon with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And the Bengals use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And the lead is now an even 30.
Good. Makes the score Bengals 42. Steelers.
Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. James Washington was the intended target. Third down here.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
On third down, Dobbs. Completion here to Claypool. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He's up now to 80 yards receiving in the ball game, and he's got a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Freeman. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
He was good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
24 is the mic.
On second down, McFarland. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. A gain of 13. It's a first down. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 41.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
Off the play fake, here's Dobbs. He'll buy some time right. Right side, Claypool's got it. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Check, check. Lucky.
Now Dobbs. Short little throw to Ebron. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Dobbs. He'll let it go deep for Freeman. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. Well, they definitely figured out something defensively at halftime, Charles. That's now 2 drives and 2 interceptions here in this third quarter.
And I think the easy thing for us to say is, boy, they made an adjustment, didn't they? Or they showed him something different. I'm not so sure it's that as much as maybe he's just been impatient and forced the ball a little bit. In any event, as you noted, back-to-back interceptions thrown.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. This is Homer. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
56, the mic, boys. 56. Check, 56. It's coming this way, Here we go, here we go.
Again, it's Homer. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
56, Mike, 56. Yo.
They'll run this with Homer. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Give me some. Here we go.
And they're going to go jet sweep here. This is Ross with it. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. And that is incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line.
First and 10. At their own.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A gain of 5. First down, Pittsburgh.
And that's off the mark, incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
A 2nd and 10 on a chilly, snowy December day. And I must say, I'm loving it. Kind of putting me in the holiday spirit. Charles hates it. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Demarius Randall. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Going on the ground with Homer. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Ball carrier.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the 4th. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
First and 10 at the 40.
So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 10 more there and another first down. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
39-yard line.
Here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Switch. Deuce.
49, check 49.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Crunch. Watch the safety.
Now try the right side here. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Eddie Pinheiro on now. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And that is no good. No good. Wide to the left. And this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
He's brought down by...
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. On second down now, it's Connor. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Now a play fake here on first down. Ebron with it over the middle. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
It's a gain of 7.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Here we go, D.
On second down, McFarland. And he'll get it down here to the 43. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
They go jet sweep. Washington with it. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
He stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Now throwing on first down and completing it. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
2nd and 5 at the 23-yard line.
Out of the gun, they give to Freeman. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And down to the 7-yard line. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. Defensively, you've got the nice lead here in the 4th quarter. You're saying, if they want to get a run of a little over 10 yards, that's okay.
I hear what you're doing there, and I think you're onto something. They've loosened up on defense, so don't give...
And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Extra point now by Boswell.
Point after.
And the third time's a charm as he finally gets one of these to go.
Score, Bengals 42, Steelers 19. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
And they will take a knee here.
Burrow on the keeper. A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line. Tonight's final score.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Bengals, they're not going to go quietly here as the win moves them now to 8-6 on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, their slim playoff hopes are gone now as they fall to 5-9. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Indianapolis Colts. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.